Hey, it's Lee for On Your Marks Wrestling, and I'm here with a 205 Live review for May 29th, 2018. We start the episode with a video package setting up the Alexander Murphy match, which is going to happen today. Then we have Gulak coming out for commentary. He hands announcers a Lucha and You pamphlet explaining background of Lucha and how it doesn't have to be flippy and stuff. The Lucha House Party cut a little generic promo, but it's a lot of fun. I actually thought it was a pretty decent promo before their match. It's a backstage thing. It's kind of played while they were walking up. Kalisto so the match is Kalisto and Lince Dorado versus Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick. Gulak is really outwitting Percy on commentary, which I think is great. Gulak on commentary, this whole match was really, really funny. At one point, he did this thing where he kind of found he explained what Lucha actually stands for, and or Lucha Libre, and then he says, according to Babelfish, and then he just reiterates Babelfish. I just thought it was great. Lucha House Party get a cool kind of splash off of the shoulders move, so Kalisto jumps off of Lince Dorado's shoulders, I believe. Might be the opposite way, and get a splash on a downed opponent. That was cool. Kendrick and Gallagher control Kalisto for the middle part of the match. They're kind of dominating. Eventually, Lince Dorado gets a hot tag. He hits a kind of flipping into the ropes, bounce back stunner thing. Looked a lot like Jay Lethal's Lethal Injection, except instead of a cutter, it's a stunner. How he hits that move, I've seen him hit it that twice now, and it's always perfect, so it's very impressive. Dorado goes to the top rope. But he's knocked down by Gulak, who kind of leaves the commentary booth for a second. And then Kendrick puts the captain's hook onto Dorado, and they get the win. Gulak was the star of this match, even though he wasn't in the match. But I would say Dorado was very impressive as well. It's good storytelling. It's setting it up. Ground guys, flyers. Gulak has clearly kind of endeared himself to Gallagher and Kendrick and vice versa. I like it all. Then we get a little cell phone promo with Ali talking up essentially Cedric Alexander, but saying he's going to beat him afterwards. Tony Nese says that Murphy will definitely win the match, so you're basically having other competitors predicting the match, today's main event. Drake Maverick is with Dasha. I thought he did a really good job on this. He says that he's excited for the main event. He's asked about a negative tweet that TJP posted. He says at 205 Live they settle these kinds of things in the ring. They earn things in the ring. And then he talks up both competitors for the main event that night. So he really does a good job of setting up the match. I just realized how shiny my forehead is. It's boiling hot in here, just to let you know. I do this for the people. I have a fan in my room, but I do this or air conditioning in my room, but I do this for the people. So the final match is set up, and you know it's going to be a big one or a long one because it starts not even halfway through the whole episode. So you know they're going to go for at least 20 minutes. It's Cedric Alexander versus Buddy Murphy. The beginning kind of starts with a anything you can do, I can do better type thing, which I always like. It's perfect. At one point, Murphy is sent over the announcer's table by a suicide dive by Cedric Alexander. I'm going to skip a lot of moves in here. There's tons to say. It was 25 minutes of wrestling. Murphy uses the announcer's table, the apron, and the barricade to regain the advantage in the match. Like I said, lots of big moves both ways. I wrote a few of them. There's a kick to Alexander coming off of the top rope. So basically Murphy hits him with kind of a spinning back kick off of that. There's a double knees in the corner to the back of Alexander. And then the back is sold for a lot of the rest of the match. Excuse me. Alexander hits a super kick on Murphy for a near fall at one point. Lots of big moves. There are alternating tope con hilo, so each competitor hit a tope con hilo. There's a really big Mitsunoku driver by Alexander for a near fall. Looked really cool. Murphy hits a flatliner on the apron. Alexander hits the flatliner on the apron. It's pretty great. That resulted in a near count out for both people. They jumped in at 9. It was a bit of a botchy setup, but a really cool kind of spinning DDT thing by Murphy, where he had Alexander essentially kind of on back to back, and then he flipped him out and got him in a DDT. I can't even explain it, but it looked cool. Gets a near fall out of that. Eventually, though, Alexander manages to hit 2 neutralizers, the second of which was the coolest looking neutralizer I've ever seen, which is the kick off of the ropes, mostly because of the sell. And then he hits the lumbar check, and he gets the win that way. A great match. Really fun to watch. The whole episode made sense. It was such a relief after... Like, SmackDown was pretty good, but like this was really good. Everything on this episode worked for me. I can't really say anything bad. I'm going to go ahead and give this a 9.5 out of 10. I feel like there's still room, but there wasn't much room beyond that. So watch 205 Live, guys. It's very good. Thanks for watching.